Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a kind of get ready with me as I kind of talk through doing my makeup, just because a lot of you guys have asked about makeup and I'm just going to go ahead and do it for you guys. I went ahead and did obviously my eye makeup, so to tell you guys what I'm getting ready for. I'm getting ready for a dueling piano night slash my sister-in-law's birthday. So my hair's a little big. I have to touch that up after my makeup. But she wants the girls in red lipstick and black dresses. So I had to kind of dress myself way up. And so I've just done darker eyes, more neutral tones, but darker. And then I have obviously done lashes. And that's why I look so weird right now. But I wanted to go ahead and do that because you can do whatever eyeshadow that you want. And a lot of the questions are more about my face makeup and not so much my eyes. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Ignore this. These are my clip-ins that I put a clip-in in for some thickening tonight because my tape-ins are not in right now. But yeah, I will go ahead and show you guys how I get ready. And I will be talking to you guys during the process. And yeah, so like I said, I'm not like a makeup YouTuber. I'm no good at the lighting and all that stuff. I'm gonna wet my sponge. But so I'm not trying to be a makeup or beauty influencer on YouTube. I would not be any good at that. So I'm just doing this video because it's requested by you guys. And obviously I want to show you guys what you want to see. So I apply my makeup with a sponge. And I gotta fix my, I'm gonna pull my hair out of my face now since I am going to be putting foundation on my face. I'm just gonna kind of pick it up and stick it over here so I can get to the rest of my face. And I prime with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I really love this primer. It's more on the expensive side. So just being honest, I'm not gonna pretend like it's drugstore and cheap. But I do like it, especially in the summertime. But I don't use it every time I do my makeup just because I don't want to pay for it that much. So I only do it whenever I'm doing like a full face of makeup or if I'm filming a video or something. So, and as you can see, I tan my body. So my makeup's going to match my body and not my face. Because if I put makeup on that was this white, it would look funny like it does right now. So primed with that, still have my sponge that's damp. And since it's a special night, I'm going to be using this Lancome Ultra Wear foundation, which I love. And when you buy this foundation, if you buy this foundation, I will be honest and say that you need to go ahead and buy like 2 shades lighter than your actual face, just because it does oxidize a lot. The guy that sold it to me originally sold me the wrong color just because he forgot that like how much it oxidized. Once it was on, it will darken just a little bit. And yeah, so just a little tip just in case you decide that you like how my skin ends up looking and you think you want to buy this foundation. I don't live that close to a Sephora. I have to drive like half an hour. So just keep that in mind in case you don't live close either. Okay, my foundation is done now. And I'm going to go ahead and jump to concealer. So I'm going to mix 2 different colors of the Tarte Shape Tape. This is my like when I'm white with no tan shade. And then I have like other shades for when I'm tan or in between. Which I know this sounds like I have a lot of makeup and I do have a lot of makeup. But I didn't just go buy all this makeup in one sitting. I promise you guys, it's taken me a while to kind of build up my collection. And I don't constantly buy a bunch of new stuff. I just only replace what I'm out of. And except for lipsticks, I do buy lipstick pretty often. Only because I really love lipstick. But I'm just mixing those on the back of my hand. So I don't have this crazy stark white under eye. I just use the other end of that beauty sponge to go under my eye. And it's still pretty damp, but if you have to like re-dampen it, you totally can. So I've never been to like a dueling piano bar, and my sister-in-law is really excited about going. But I don't even think I know what that means. I didn't look it up. I meant to look up like what does dueling piano mean. Like I think, like when I first hear it, I automatically think that it's like two people on the piano, like a dance off, but like a piano off. But I don't know if that's accurate, and I kind of feel like it might not be. So I don't really know what it is. And I think I'll probably look it up here after I finish my makeup, because I could sound really crazy right now if you guys know what it is and you're probably like, what? So I'm going to set with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I'm going to go very light-handed with this on the rest of my face, but I am going to use the damp beauty sponge and do it pretty well under the eye, just so you don't have those crease lines with your concealer. That's one thing you don't want, is it to crease. So I do a lot of this, and I love Maybelline Fit Me because it's very, very budget friendly compared to some others that I've used, and I love this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and bronze the face. I am obsessed with this bronzer, this Hoola bronzer. And this is a brush from Morphe. It sucks, but I use it. And I'm also going to be going in with this NARS brush. If you liked makeup like a few years ago, this brush blew up on YouTube. All the influencers used it. Lauren Curtis, who I love. Jaclyn Hill is the one that first person that I ever saw use it, and I ordered it. And then I'm just going to kind of basically contour a little bit. If I don't know, I think it's called contouring still, at least it was back in the day whenever I first started doing this. But yeah, that brush, the NARS one, was pretty popular, and it was $55, and I forgot about it for the longest time, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start using it again just because it was a lot of money. Like, in my opinion, holy crap, that's a lot of money. But I've had my brush for years. I got it over my husband's last appointment, and that was about 4.5 years ago. And just kind of on the sides. I don't have a super large forehead, which is why most people, I think, contour the forehead different ways. I think if your forehead is bigger, you want to do like a stripe up here to kind of make it look like it's closing down. Like I said, I am no professional. But I'm just going to do it this way just because, yeah, it kind of just like opens up this area, which I think is what you're supposed to do. And like I said, I'm now so set in my ways that I hope this is what you're supposed to do, because I'm sure somewhere someone's watching this going, girl, what are you doing? And then I am going to grab this highlighter. This is part of the Tarte Weekender palette. I'll be honest, you guys, do not spend a bunch of money on highlighter. I got this trio. There was a bronzer in here that I liked, and then obviously the highlighter and the blush. The blush is too dark for me, but I loved the bronzer and I used it. I only bought this though because it was on sale at Tarte, and every highlighter I've ever purchased, I don't care if it's Wet n Wild from Target or whatever, $3 highlighter, they all look the same to me. I hate to say that, but how hard is it to crush glitter in a pan? Honestly, I've never had a highlighter that I didn't like. They all look really similar to me. So don't go spend a bunch of money on highlighter if you feel like you have to, because I have never had a highlighter that I thought I had to like completely keep putting it on to get any kind of color from it. Yeah, no. So I will never spend a lot of money on one. Like even this one, I only did it because it came with 3 things, and I thought, why not, when it was on sale. And I am doing a lot of makeup, you guys. I don't know how fancy we're about to be up in there, but my sister-in-law looks really nice, and I just want to fit in with everyone else. So I think that's everything that I do, honestly. I know that's everything, but it's a lot. Like, I'm not going to pretend like it's not a lot, but I can typically go pretty fast. My eyes take the most amount of time because you're just kind of sitting there blending a lot, but that's basically everything that I do. I normally don't use a setting spray or anything like that unless I'm going to be out in the midday, like hot heat. I will do a setting spray. I don't even have any right now, so that tells you how important it is to me. I've been out of mine for a while. I will go ahead and quickly do some eyeshadow on my bottom lash line because I don't like how it looks so bare. And I still use this busted Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette because I've had really good luck with this palette. I wear it all the time. I had horrible luck with her crusty lipstick, but this palette is really, really good. Probably because a different lab made it. No shade, like, honestly. So I'm just on the corner. I obviously can't do it in the camera, but I'm just putting it right there on the corner and just mixing some colors that I put on the top. Just so it doesn't look like I straight up forgot to do my bottom lash line. But yeah, okay. I have a question for you guys though. If you've made it this long, congratulations. Do any of you do like I do? Do you have like your expensive makeup that you only kind of wear whenever it's like necessary and you want to look extra good? Or do you just buy the same makeup and wear it all the time? Because I wear different foundations. I have some cheaper ones, like the $30 price range. Like this one was $47. Ugh. Any foundation over $40 really just kind of makes me like clench whenever I buy it because it's a lot of money. But I don't have really good luck with a lot of the drugstore foundations, and I want to keep trying some more just because everyone else I feel like has such good luck, but I have really interesting skin. So I only wear my expensive makeup whenever I want to like go out, which is not very often, you guys. It's not very often. But for lipstick, this is my first time using it, but I did try it, and I typically, with this look right here, I would do a nude. And if you watch my channel, you know my favorite lipstick in history. I have a few of these unopened right here because I just buy so much of them, so it's a little makeup-y. But this is the NYX Abu Dhabi. It looks pretty with all kinds of different nude liners with everybody. This is so pretty. And like I have so many of them right here because I wear them that much, and it's like $4, $3.98. It's so cheap. But tonight I am wearing NYX, but I'm wearing the NYX Suede Matte Red lipstick in the shade Spicy. Someone corrected me on me thinking the shade was something else, but NYX Suede. And I'm using the Maybelline Color Sensational Liner in Brick Red. And this is really pretty together, so I'm excited to wear it. And let's see how it looks. And I'm just going to put it on, I don't know, I'm feeling a lot of pressure. I hate being on camera doing makeup. I'm just gonna, and yes, this towel's gross because it's my makeup towel. I don't actually use it for anything else. I can tell my daughter's been in my lip liner. I've created a monster. One thing I will say is do not, if you don't know what lip liner you're using, do not overline your lips the first time you wear a red, like especially a red, because you don't know how many times I've used a red lipstick and just overlined before I had my top lip kind of enhanced. It would bleed all into my face, and it wouldn't do it instantly. It would do it like after like 30 minutes of wearing when I left the house and like went to school or something. And I would get there and look like the Pennywise the Clown because it was bleeding all over, and then I couldn't get it off because I didn't have any makeup wipes. So hi, I would show up in class and be like, oh my gosh. Like I remember the one time I did that was in a history class, and the girl was like, what happened to your lipstick? And I'm like, I don't know. So red especially bleeds more to me than any other color. So I do recommend using a lip liner if you're curious. But the red shades, you guys, ooh, they bleed. And the reason I recommend using a lip liner is because, especially with bold, like nude, you don't have to worry about like the nude and natural colors. When you're wearing a bold lipstick, like obviously this is pretty dang bold. If you're out and you're drinking and eating, and you know, especially like when you're gonna be having like I'm having like wine and stuff, I'm drinking directly from the glass. You don't want to have like splotches of it come off, then you look crazy. Obviously you can bring your lipstick, but I just find it, I worry less about going to the bathroom to check it when I know I have lip liner on. It's kind of like your insurance policy, if you will. But yeah, so this is going to be all for the makeup. And then I'm going to touch up my hair in just a second and show you guys how I do the hair straightener, which it didn't look really good today. I wish it looked good today. Like, this is just kind of, I don't know, it was just wasn't working from the start. And I knew immediately after 5 minutes it wasn't going to look as good as I wanted. But I will show you that here in a second, and then I'll be ready to go. Obviously, I have already started. I did start my hair, but I have to touch it up. And I will show you guys kind of how I do this. I will say that I much prefer curls with a wand. However, it takes a lot longer, and I just didn't want to put the work in, to be honest. And it's also a lot harder to wand curl my weave. So, my straightener, I've also had this for like, I don't know, like 5-6 years, and it's dead. So if you have any recommendations for a new straightener, I need recommendations. This was like $99. I think it's a Chi, which a lot of lettering has come off. And back in high school, these were the straightener to have. And now I'm ready to have like a big girl, nicer one. But all I do once this is hot enough is, like, this just doesn't look uniform. There's no way I'm going to be able to fix all of it. But I'm just going to try, like, this piece right here is really sad. I just take a section, however big, I don't know, just like, I eyeball it, I don't know. I can't tell you like a 1 inch or 2 inch because I'm not really sure how much this is. Maybe an inch section. I'm not even sure how you measure those, but I just kind of run my fingers alongside it. I clasp onto it, flip the straightener over, and then pull this down. And then I just kind of slowly, run it out. My straightener just turned on, so it's not, well, maybe it is a little bit warm enough. And that is kind of what it will look like. And then I just kind of use my fingers to, you know, tussle it or whatever. And like, hi. I just do that through all the pieces that need it. And that's how I do my entire head, starting from the bottom, going up to the top. The only difference once I get up to the top of my head is I do start closer at the root. When I'm on the bottom of my hair, as you can see, it's barely curled because I only curl like the very end of it, because I don't want my hair to look too thick, which it kind of does anyway, probably because I clipped in some hair. But yeah, I'm just going to do this all over the like ends and things where it needs it. And then I should be good to go ahead and get dressed. And I hope this video was helpful for those of you who requested it. Like I said, I'm just not ever going to be one of those people who does like a killer makeup look and who does these great tutorials with the fabulous lighting. I'm just not. Those people have insane makeup skills. I just don't have that. I learned anything about makeup from watching those influencers, and I don't really understand lighting either and how they get everything to look so perfect. I'm sure they all have like dedicated rooms and stuff to that, and I just don't have that. And then I'm going to be using the Kristen S hairspray. You can buy this at Target. I'm not really sure how good this hairspray is for you, but it's pretty nicely priced compared to like the expensive stuff. Oh my god, I just sprayed myself in the eye. Ow. I can't wait to watch that back because that is not good. Okay, so this is what my hair's going to look like. It's going to fall a little bit throughout the night, thank goodness, because it's a little... Well, you're getting naked. It's a little big, but that's okay. But yeah, that's pretty much how I get ready whenever it's a big night out. And it does take a lot of time. Obviously, this isn't like a 2-second process, but over time, I have gotten a lot faster. So, that's going to be all for this Get Ready With Me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!